Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roosters career mode, taking on the Dragons in this clash here. And we're just looking for a good jersey here, because the Dragons Roosters is notorious for having pretty similar jerseys. But great thing about the patch, we get to switch the jerseys before the match, which is nice. So we'll be playing with the alternate one there. But I didn't quite see where the Dragons were on the ladder, but for some reason the Dragons are like really tough in this game. They're not, in real life, they're going okay. I mean, they're going pretty average. But in the game, they're really good for some reason. I don't know, just I guess a lot of their players are just decently rated all across the board. And yeah, so I guess a bit of real life stuff. I'm recording this game after the Raiders Dragons game that took place tonight, Thursday night. What a fucking ridiculous game. I tipped the Raiders, and honestly, I can't believe the Raiders didn't win that. But I'm not going to talk about the full game. I mean, if you guys watch the game, what the fuck happened in the last minute of that first half of Golden Point? What even? As Widdop here is gonna just score a very soft try. I could not believe this. Just palms off. Who was this? Pierce maybe? Looks shut it down, but then and then poor on Mitchell. I went to Tuivasa-Sheck because I thought Mitchell might miss a tackle, but then Mitchell fucking bumped Tuivasa-Sheck off, so I couldn't catch up to him. So that was very annoying. But yeah, the last fucking minute, dude. Jordan Rapana throws the flick pass. Okay. In your own 20-meter line. Then Jack Wine just throws a fucking 30-meter pass across field. Intercept, try. I've never seen something so ridiculous. Well, I guess I have. I've seen stuff that ridiculous, but it's always good fun watching it, man. It's pretty funny. Even though I picked the Raiders, I didn't really want the Dragons to win, but my god, that was so funny. I couldn't believe it. Fucking Rapana and White, what are you doing? But we are going to hit back in this game. Jake Friend, good support play. And one-on-one with Dugan. Shows some pretty good strength to burst through the tackle as Nikorima misses the kick. So that's a bit unfortunate. But off the kickoff here, we're going to look to attack straight away. I don't usually like to do this, but pretty nice play. It was beautiful stuff. Gets it back to Friend again. Friend through the line. He's not going to make the distance, but my god, he's had a bit of a field day with the running meters. He's going to have to be subbed off pretty soon, honestly. Flick pass there by Cordner. Gets it back to Tuivasa-Sheck. Not the speed, though. I had to pass it off. Unfortunate. And right here, just... it was one of those times where you're just too close to when you get tackled, right on the try line, it's just... I don't know. It's annoying because there's... You got no room. The defense just rushed up in your face. It'd be... I don't know. It'd be a cool little addition if you could, I don't know, bring your player back to play the ball, make him move back. I guess it'd be a bit hard to code into the game, but we're going to pick up our second try. Tuivasa here throws a flick pass. What is going on in this game? The flick pass is out of control. Friend just flops out the back, and that man Ferguson has been in great form for us. Scoops on it and races the rest of the way to score a nice try. A bit of razzle dazzle. As the wind just pushes that one into the post. Just no luck for the goal kicker, Nikorima, this game. As a terrible offload. My confidence was sky high after a couple of nice tries. Throw a silly offload. And give the Dragons a chance to score. Hit the lead back, I guess, before half time. Which is not the wise thing to do. As last tackle. No, it's not last tackle. It's fourth tackle. They are going to run the ball, though. And who was that? Peter Matautia scores a fairly soft try. I don't know, I thought it was last tackle, so I raced up looking to shut it down, but they just threw a nice couple of passes, and a big hole in the defensive line was not a good thing to do, as Joel Thompson here is going to streak away and score another try, dude. What is going on? Who was this, Cordner? Cordner misses a pretty poor effort there, and Mitchell's having a pretty tough game in defense. I've said a few times that Mitchell's defense has been fairly outstanding considering his rating, but this game he's having a fairly tough time. A couple of line breaks he's had no impact on. And it's a shame because, I mean, Mitchell doesn't really add anything to our attack. And, after playing this game, I was sort of thinking maybe I should have bought a decent fullback. I mean, I could just switch up the lineup and put a decent player at fullback. But I don't know. I like the idea of having like a, Mitchell at fullback. Not the best player. As Jake Friend again through the gap tries to put the step on. This does not. We just need a speedy man on the back of these nice passes. It's just not happening. Friend's there for the backup, but he's not going to run the distance. We're creating the chances, but it's just it's not coming together. Wouldn't you believe it? Nikorima there throws the dummy, looks to go on the outside and get it back to Tupou. It's gonna hit Kurt Mann. The game. I got no problem with the game not ruling those knock-ons because it's not the biggest deal, but God, it's annoying when that happens where they just it comes off their arm and they race away and score. But right here, just to add insult to injury, fucking Aiden Guerra gets injured, and this is something I want to talk about is the big hit tackle. So right there, I wasn't even controlling Aiden Guerra, but the AI decided to do like a big hit tackle. But for some reason, Big Ant, this is the only thing I don't like about the new patch is the fact that they nerfed big hit tackles. Like, big hit tackles were pretty much useless to begin with. I mean, I like doing them because they're cool to do a big hit tackle, but they were pretty much useless because they didn't really do anything. But with the new patch, they've made it so if you do a big hit, your stamina just drains. It can go from like 100% literally to like 10% after one tackle. It's crazy. I don't know why they've done it, but right there, it was ridiculous. Like, that's a big complaint, honestly, of mine, because Guerra, he wasn't that fatigued, but as you saw, his stamina just went to 0 and he got injured. So that's an issue. I really would like them to revert it back to the old way, or make it a little less taxing if they do a big hit tackle. It just blows my mind every time. Like, I just don't do big hit tackles anymore because it fucks your team up. They just go from like 100% to 10%. So yeah, that's a little bit of rant over. We're actually not out of this game. We could be now though. That was a terrible last tackle play. But it's definitely over now. Fucking Russell Packer. Mitchell cannot catch Packer. What is going on? Oh, this game was this game is very frustrating. Poor frontline defense to let him through. I don't know what Mitchell was even doing up in the front line to begin with. But then, Mitchell couldn't catch him. He was blocking off Pierce, who probably would have caught him. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Mitchell. Mitchell, you let me down this game. You let me down, but it's a pretty poor performance all round. A bit of an embarrassment, honestly. Lose to the Dragons by 30-14. I thought we had a chance to actually come back and snatch that victory when they were 24-14 up, but we pretty much turned the ball over and they scored a very soft try. So hopefully you guys enjoyed regardless, and I'll see you next time.